Hello, guys. Greetings. Good morning from my end. This is Augustine, and I'm having another broadcast this morning. Today, the title of my broadcast is More Updates. Hashtag rebranding. Hashtag KLOVE cares. KLOVE shares. So, I'm going to take a few minutes to discuss a few things in the community, especially over here. A number of people are, would I say, kind of disappointed. A number of people are, you know, feeling bad, and I just think it's reasonable for me to come up and then encourage a good number of us because we are not seeing the picture, the big picture. We are seeing the small picture, and well, a number of us are greedy, and that's the reason why they are feeling that way. So I will take the next few minutes of my time to educate the TBC community and make us understand where we are and what to expect in a few short months from now. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be much more excellent than it was last year. I can tell you the truth. It's going to be so much more excellent. And I hope you would enjoy these updates that I'm going to be giving. If you're just tuning into my broadcast for the first time, do well to like, do well to share, do well to subscribe to my channel because it's part of social proof for our Kringle Private Society. I'm going to share an update that CJ has already given to the community. And following that update, then I also bring in my own inputs. And then after that, if there are people that have questions to ask, of course, those who are going to be audience, then I entertain their questions. But if there aren't, then you can feel free to maybe ask your questions in the comment section after this meeting. All right, on that note, I'll be going under and then we'll share the video together, sorry, the voice notes. And then after the voice notes, I come back live and making my feedback, my own inputs, and then we bring the meeting to a close. All right, so please pay attention.
Greetings to all the members in the Kringle Society. This is Billionaire, your Chief Justice of this society. I hope that you are doing fine. And for those that were getting very angry for one reason or the other, I hope that you have cooled down so that we can have a decent conversation. I had a lot of people that came to my inbox with lots and lots of complaints, but I decided not to respond to you, not because I want to disrespect you, but because I understand that many of you don't understand mathematics, you don't understand multiplication or division. I don't want to talk about algebras. So the best answer was for me to be quiet. We had great leaders who did video trainings, and some of you great leaders did audio messages trying to educate the community. I want to say congratulations. I want to say thank you. And those that are actually listening, um, who want us to reason together, we can actually reason together. And if we reason together, we can come out with solutions together. If and only if we both respect some certain principles. Guys, I think that maths don't lie. One plus one remains one. You can't force it. 1 plus one will never be five. One plus one will always be two. That's what I'm saying, okay? One plus one will always be two. All right. All right. So, well, I think that it is time for us to discuss Monday, like in 2 days from now. Monday will be uh, our first mass adoption training for 2023. And we shall have a lot to discuss in that mass adoption training. So please do well to come to our training. A lot of things are going to be changed this year. We have the rebranding of TBC. We shall not see the name TBC. TBC vision and mission will continue, but the name TBC is going to be rebranded. Yeah, so TBC is gone, goodbye, but the mission and vision remains. So we are going to build a gold-backed system right now, and then the new coin that will represent or will replace TBC, we are going to have it when we finish building the gold-backed system. Then we can now come and enjoy the abundance of TBC. So some of you don't understand rebranding. All right. Some of you don't understand rebranding. Some of you don't understand um, what is happening. When I talk of you not understanding mathematics, it's because I see people coming to my inbox telling me the admin should stop doing goodwill and the admin should use that money for goodwill and give it to the people. I see people coming with um, remark like, we have not yet started eating money, and now the admin wants to uh, give goodwill. Why? You see, those are the kind of things that are coming to my inbox. Like, we are not yet rich, and we are spending money on goodwill. You see, sometimes greed will cover our entire mind, and we don't understand certain principles of life. You don't even know what it means or how the giver's gain works. All right, you don't know how the giver's gain works. Let's talk a little bit about it. When you give, if you want a tank of water, you should be able to give out a bottle of water. Okay, if we have a tank of water, all right, if you expect to have a tank of water, you should be able to give out a bottle of water. And the universe will help, or the universe will work on your favor. Because only when you give that you create a gap in the universe. And when you create that gap in the universe will want to replace that gap with a tank or with 10 times what you have given. Besides, how much is the admin given, by the way? How much? It's just a small drop of the entire thing that is coming. Take, for example, let's say from the 100% of money that comes in, 50% is going to the sponsor. Or if you sign up someone in our community, you have 50% you can catch out instanta. We call that straight commission. It's not a network marketing. It's a straight commission job. So when you sign up someone, you have this straight commission. Okay? And there's nothing like second level, third level, blah blah blah. We don't have that. So 50% goes to the sponsor. 25%, all right? 25% will be distributed among all those in the core team, which is 11,111. That's 25% goes to you. Now we are left with 25%, and we are telling you that about 10% might go to goodwill. And then 10% is just a drop. It's just a drop. And we now have 15% to pay the bills. I think that's fair enough for any person, any reasonable person. Because the admin is already sharing 50% plus 25% to the community. That's huge. 50% plus 25% is 75%. And then 10% again, that's 85% going out. And still between us showing the goodwill. When you look at the website, some of you have never gone to the KLOVE website. What is the objective of creating this crypto KLOVE coin. What was the objective? The objective was to use KLOVE to pay our program fee in the Kringle community and also to help the Kringle society fulfill its humanitarian projects. That is the project that is behind KLOVE. Many of you are asking, what project is behind KLOVE? And I laugh because you don't read. When we are so myopic, we don't even want to do anything. It's written on the website. Our project is humanitarian. When you go, for those of you who understand public coin, when you go to coin market cap, when you go to coin market cap, when you go to cryptocurrencies, you will realize that cryptocurrencies are divided into categories. Cryptocurrencies are divided into categories. For example, you have a cryptocurrency that want to solve humanitarian project, which is KLOVE, for example. If you click there, you see all types of crypto that they want to solve that particular problem. Because any particular cryptocurrency coming on earth must have a particular thing that they want to solve. If you look at cryptocurrency that want to improve on health problems, if you go to categories, you see cryptocurrencies that want to improve those kind of problems. And you will see their objective, you will see the funds that they want to raise. Sometimes they will run an ICO even for 5 months. They will run an ICO for some time before they can even launch the coin because they want to raise additional funds. Those kind of cryptocurrencies, you still go there and you pay money and you don't complain. But from day one that we started, we have been doing humanitarian project the very first month. That's huge. Most ICOs will take time to launch or token, and then before you realize it, they must have raised some funds. Some will not even last. Some raise those funds, and you will never find the value going up. The value already remains the same at the same spot. So all cryptocurrencies, all tokens, or ICOs, they have a project, they have a humanitarian, they have something you want to solve. If you go to CoinMarketCap, you'll see many thousands of them. You talk about education. If you love education, you'll see tokens that talks about education. If you are interested or you are passionate about real estate, you'll see tokens that is talking about real estate. So you should know that all tokens are having a particular mission. All ICOs, same, just like all currencies or all coins. So when you start saying that they should stop humanitarian project, it's like you want to cancel the reason why KLOVE was created at all. Because it's there, written on the website, very plain, very plain English. I don't have the website in front of me right now, but I know it's there. Open the website, you see KLOVEcoin.io. That the mission of this coin is to raise additional funds to support the Kringle community to carry out their humanitarian project and to use this token to pay the program fee in the Kringle society. It's there. It's there. And then you are asking us to delete that particular part. Then you don't even know the giver's gain. Even the Bible, for those of you who are Christians, they always say givers never lack. When you give, you create a hole in the universe, and the universe will give you a tank of it. You don't expect something from something. And the admin explained from the beginning that if we have at least 1 million people, we shall have a very good pump, and people will be able to catch out good amount of money. But did you do your job? I have a video that I listened from one of my leaders in Cameroon, an audio. He was asking the members, did you do your job? That's the question. How many people did you sign up? How many people did you sign up in our community? How many? I have people who come to me and they're like, okay, I'm not more interested. And I tell them, okay, give me your account. They say, no, I won't give. But what is wrong with you? Like somebody came to me and he said, Mr. B, this is not what I expected. Okay, what do you mean? Let's do the math. What do you want admin to do? Are we 1 million members? No. How many sign-ups do you have? 0. How much do you want to catch out? At least $100. From where? Where does the money come from? Some of you don't understand that it is a pump. This pump comes from the trillions of dollars that is in the market. When people pay their program fee using KLOVE coin, it makes this pump to happen. And this pull money into the system. If KLOVE coin is being sold, it drains money. And you can even check the admin's wallet. He's not selling. He's not selling that much. He's selling to pay the bills. So, guys, I think we should be able to do practical mathematics. I told someone came to me again in my inbox, and I asked him, if you had $350 in the bank, will you be able to use it? Or will you be able to be having $35 a month? Guys, I tell you what, even in a year, that money, if you have $350 in the bank, even in a year, listen to me, you will not have $20 as profit. You will never. But we can use 1 year right now and build what we have and catch out more than the $350 just in a year from now if we build. If we build. But those who don't understand mathematics, they will just be saying their own things from their own level of reasoning. Some of you just want to catch out from thin air. Now, many people are asking this question: can they use their program fee? Can they use the Match wallet to pay their program fee? The answer is yes, but you will only use what is allocated for catching out. So, let's say from now to a month, you have accumulated $35 in a Match wallet. That $35, if you like, you catch it out. If you like, you use it to pay your program fee. Another people are asking, can they use it to pay for a year amount? You see how you are thinking? You want to pay for 1 year. You realize that your sponsor needs to have 50% in bounty that needs to be paid. So where would the 50%? If you want to catch out or if you want to pay for a year, and there is a bounty that is going to be generated, so about $150 will be generated to catch out. So where would that money come from to pay? So guys, let's be reasonable. If you have $35 per month for the beginning, you can catch it out. If you use it to pay your program fee, your sponsor will have 50% of that. You can catch it out. Fair enough. Unless you have accumulated what you can pay for a year. If you have not accumulated anything, then don't expect something from nothing. Don't expect that it won't happen. So guys, it's very important that we know mathematics. We should be logical in our thinking. We should not let our greed cover our entire state of reasoning. We should be responsible. Guys, you know, I traveled and I met a lot of people. I met my wife and I, we met one doctor. Um, this doctor, he has a hospital. He's an entrepreneur. And that doctor said he has been traveling for 6 months. And we asked him, how do you manage your work? How do you talk to your people? And he said, I don't have time to talk to them. I don't have time to talk to them. They have a manager, they have an assistant. So guys, I keep asking myself, I'm like, is it the kind of attitude we want to put us like members of the criminal society that we are claiming to become billionaires? Is that how we're going to be reasoning? Like we don't get satisfied with something, we run all over the place. We run like little children. Is that how we really want to build a community of billionaires? That's the question I keep asking. By ranting, by just being negative our entire life, by calling names, by saying all types of terrible things. Guys, learn to go away from people that drains your energy. If you come to my inbox and you rant, I block you. I block you because right now I'm gradually reducing my circle because I realize that I'm just surrounded by people who don't want to improve anything in their life. All they want to do is to complain. That's what I'm doing, and I don't want my energy to be drained. I'm filled with energy, and I want people that want to change their lives. I want people that when they come to me, our energy will grow, and our energy will be able to contaminate other people, and we grow like one. I know that as a millionaire, you must build. You have to. If you are not doing anything, don't expect anything. Some of you just stay. I have people I know. You know why some people are so mad? Let me tell you people something. Some people use their personal money to pay the program fee for people that do not even exist because they're expected to catch out from account A, B, C, D, E, F. We didn't ask you to do that. We asked you to pay for your account. That's what we did. That's what we asked you. Pay for your account. And if you want anybody to come in, train the person to pay for his account. Where I'm standing here, look, 3 days ago, my younger sister called me, please, can you pay for my account? You know my response to her? I said, no. If you can't pay for your account, leave it, drop it. Some of you want to carry heavy loads. Why? I know right now that I'll be catching out $35 a month. I can pay for my program fee. Nothing comes out from my pocket anymore. So why should I worry? Now I know that it's time for me to build. It's time for me to associate myself with the people that reasons like me. Guys, look, I'm not going to spin or spoon, or how do I call it? I'm not going to spoon food. Shit. How do I say this? Sorry. I'm not going to be spoon feeding many of you. I won't do it anymore. I have been doing this for 6 years. I'm done. Right now, I want to contaminate myself with the people. I make people filled with energy, filled with passion, filled with lots and lots of ideas. Those are the kind of people I want to be talking to right now. Please, let's grow up. You cannot be feeding a child for 7 years. It's time for us to grow and reason and talk like millionaires that we are and see. Guys, for how many years we have never catch out anything in the community. So today, if I'm catching out even 1 franc, I'll be grateful. Especially when the money is not coming out from my pocket. Some of you use your money paying account A, B, C because you were thinking that you catch out big time in the core team and continue paying those accounts and blah blah blah. Nobody asked you to do that. Nobody. Now that you cannot catch out what will be able to pay for those fake accounts, you become very angry. You guys think we don't know what we are doing. We know. But because we are quiet. Take care of your account, that's it. And majority of the people complaining, they are not even in the core team. Some of them are in the rotator team. Guys, if you're in the rotator team, you have no right to say anything. Keep quiet. Allow the people in the core team to speak. It's not your turn to speak. This moment is for those on the core team. Allow them to speak. So guys, we must grow. You see, many of you have been ranting, talking. I don't have time to be draining my energy anymore. If we can do the mathematics logically, cannot do more than what he's supposed to do. Why do you want him to get the money and be paying? For the past, how many months? We only double our amount just this December. If not, do you realize that if we double again next month, the amount of catch out will double? Don't you know the mathematics behind this? If we double from 52,000 to 100,000, we will not catch out only $2. We'll catch out like 4. If we double that amount, we'll catch out like a 6 or 8. Sorry, we have to double so that we catch out double. That's just the whole logic. And then at one point in time, the market will be pumping so high that the admin can even increase the amount of money that he's paying. The 25% can be 50. Why don't you see it like that? Why only see me like, I've been paying for 1 year. I've been paying. You know, I've been paying for 1 year. But don't forget that 50% was going to your sponsor. All right? And we are paying bills. And we need to keep our KLOVE without selling. Some of you don't even have KLOVE wallets. Do your KLOVE wallet right now. And also, for those of you in the bounty area, some additional securities have been added in the bounty area. So go and put your BNB receiving wallet address on your bounty area. You need to go do that right now because some additional securities have been added. So this is time for you to do that and stop complaining. Let's go to work. If you can't work, it's okay. If you can't do it anymore, it's okay, it's fine. Right now, it's fine. If you are thinking for that day will come and be pleading you and be spoon feeding you I don't have time. I told you, this is a time for me to explore, and I'm about to do it. I don't have time for bullshit. Let's go it. Let's do it. I don't have time to be begging people all the time. I've been begging you all through my life. I have put my life in this thing. I have put everything at stake for this thing. So right now, I want to talk to people that are ready to do positive thinking, positive talk, not some bunch of negative people around me. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it, guys. I can't do this anymore. I want to do with people that have positive. I want to do with people that have positive energy, that we can share ideas and see how to explode this community. These are the people I want to talk to. You want to come to me with your negativity, keep it for yourself. If you have a problem, fine. Go see your sponsor. Let's make it happen. No more spoon feeding. We are big enough. Let's make it happen. Or we get contented with the results. I'm not comfortable with the results, so I'm going to work harder so that I can have better results. Do you remember when KLOVE was $1? Nobody believed it. Today KLOVE is about $40. That's the same thing. Some of you will drop today because you don't believe the future. And tomorrow, I have people coming to my inbox asking me how much can I pay to be in the call team. I'm ready to pay $2,000 to be in the call team. I'm saying, I'm sorry. So, guys, if you are thinking of dropping, know that if you're in the call team thinking of dropping, 5,000 people are waiting to replace you. If you're in the backup team thinking of dropping, know that about 36,000 people they are waiting to replace you. And if you're in the rotator team hoping to drop, know that right now we already have, I don't know, about 20 or I don't know how many people are waiting to replace you in the rotator team. So, whatever decision you want to take, think twice before you take it. This is Billionaire over and out.
All right. Um, that was a good one, I must say. So there were a number of things that we talked about. Number one, don't fall out. That's the primary thing. Don't fall out. I'll be sharing my screen, and then we're going to, as usual, peruse through the Kringle Cash back office, get a few more updates, and then we'll also look into the Kringle Cash, sorry, KLOVE section, so that those of us who are not paying attention, at least watching this video, could get up to speed. So in the next maybe 7 or 10 minutes from now, we'll be over with this meeting, okay? So remember to like, share, subscribe. Share is the most important thing. Make a habit of sharing, all right? All right, so I'm sharing my screen now. All right, my screen is now being shared. So um, the bounty area has been corrected. I just made my registration now and then I redeemed my bounty. Um, I've been doing efforts in the community, and these are a few of the bounties that I've been redeeming. I do not encourage people to pay monthly subscription. I go for yearly subscription or maybe 6 months, 9 months, least 3 months. Only a few people pay for monthly subscription. If you look at the history of my transactions, you know, that's by the way. I hope we are building the community. The most important thing is build in sincerity. Many of us are building with fraudulent mindset. Many of us are building with mindsets that are not supposed to be. Many of us are desperate. Many of us are greedy. Well, decide how you want to go about it. So now let's move into the first thing that we need to talk about. And that has to do with this: core team, backup team, rotator team, billionaire. I'm dwelling on this quite a lot, right? Yes. The reason is because I am emphasizing, and emphasis is going to be the reason why people would get it. Because the informations are written in plain languages, but I still do not know why people do not understand. There are a few things I understood, I have just understood from the billionaire section. The core team, backup team, and rotator team, there are a number of people from a particular country that dominated it. Remember, this is called distribution. And this distribution is going to happen so excellently. I'm going to tell you in this particular broadcast, it's going to happen so beautifully well. It's a marathon race. Also put that in mind. And when you have seen athletes running, especially races that are in several kilometers, okay, usually the first person that is in front don't usually win the race. That's the truth. And at some point, towards the end of the race, A nobody from nowhere just comes in and then the person wins, right? Yes. That's how this distribution phase is going to look like. At this point, many people that are taking first may be taking first because they may have money. They are taking first because possibly they are doing one or two things. And if that thing they are doing is not sustainable, what will happen is that it will crumble. Now, let me tell you the system. The system has it that if you come into the community, every downline you bring must be a father, you must be a father figure or a mother figure to him or her. You must be like a parent. And the responsibility of a parent, especially a God fearing parent, is to build up the child according to the ways of the Lord, to love the Lord, to serve the Lord, and to do the needful. Of course, you know that from the Christian point of view, you must tithe unto the Lord. And the tithing is 10% of your increase. And then you can give free will offering. Now, permit me to say that the administration is building this community on the principle of the basic instructions before leaving this earth. And when you pick up the first alphabet, it comes out to become the Bible. I have studied this system very well, and I dare to say that every step, every building block that the administration adds to this particular community is based on the foundation of the basic instructions before leaving Earth. And I'll be lying to you if I'm saying otherwise. You could go and ask him if he can tell you this is the truth. So the point I'm actually driving at is the distribution phase. If you choose to follow a rudiment that is wrong, you would get it twisted and it will crumble either short term or long term. Some people are using the competition as a means of making money. Fraudulently or sincerely, I don't know. From this point I am in, I can tell you the truth. I am making every effort that I should, humanly possible. I should not look like a beggar when I'm inviting someone to the community. I should be very straight to the point, an official. And I should not be reminding the person again and again and again and make it look like I need to get something from the person. You see, bringing people to the community is a skill. Just like the scripture says, he that winneth a soul is wise. Anyone that is able to bring someone to the community is a wise person. And that's why the person will be given the opportunity to become a billionaire in the course of time or a millionaire in this TBC community. Principles to succeed in this community is what I am giving you. If you follow these principles, you will succeed naturally. But if you choose to follow your ways, whatever you see, that's what you get. Okay? So Bederi talked about people that did a whole lot of shady things in this recently concluded competition. I know a number of them. I see them. I understand what they are doing. Now, for you to know who these people are, watch how it's going to play out in the event of time. We're in January, February, March, April. Watch to see if they will keep being consistent, especially now that the Billionaire program is about to be launched. Are you aware that in the Billionaire program, as it is now, every billionaire that has been added to the community has gotten no reward? If a billionaire chooses to bring in a fellow billionaire, he will get only the bounty. There is no reward. He's not getting 200 TBC. He's not getting 100 TBC. He's not getting 50 TBC like the core team, the backup team, and the rotator team. He gets nothing as at now. Why? Because the plan for the distribution of billionaires for this year has not yet begun. So they just have to be patient because the administration clearly said that it is going to be retroactive from January 1st down to the end of the year. And we don't have a clear picture yet of how it's going to be. Now, that's the reason why he's giving out a clarion call to you and I, to everybody who cares, to come for the meeting on Monday. There are a lot of things that will be deliberated upon in the meeting. I am hoping that the block comes up this weekend. But if you don't see the blog this weekend, it's because the administration wants to have a democratic discussion with all of us so that he would get our input, and based on our feedback, he would then design or fill out the missing spaces, because I believe he has set up the blog. But maybe there are some little missing puzzles he hasn't gotten. And those puzzles are going to be gotten from the feedback that the community will give in the meeting during the question and answer section on Monday by 4 p.m. West African time. So what's the point I'm actually driving at as regards this? Don't fall off into the billionaire level. Even though the billionaire level is an exciting and a wonderful one, if you had an opportunity to be on the core team, backup team, and rotator team, maintain your stand, maintain your positions, and flow. If during the competition you are able to invite people by creating accounts, then that means you are going to get yourself worn out, because you have to consistently keep paying for those accounts. And if those accounts are real people, of course, those people should make efforts to keep themselves in the community. If they are not real people, those people will definitely fall out. And another thing that we should bear in mind is, if you fall off from the core team, backup team, or rotator team, you will fall into the billionaire level. Refer to the blog. The blog has already talked about it. I don't have to go back to the blog. But if you are a studious kind of person, you could go back to the blog and then study through, so that you would get this point that I'm driving at. Now, to be clear, if you fall off from the core team, you fall into the billionaire level. If you fall from the backup team, you fall into the billionaire level and the rotator team. But if someone falls off from the core team to the billionaire level, someone from the backup team will replace the person. It's like a linear series. Okay? Now, if you fall off from the backup team, someone from the rotator replaces you. So it's like a queue, you're just moving front. When someone here goes out, the person goes to the extreme behind, and then someone from the immediate behind will take over him. That's exactly how it's designed. Another thing you should note, if you fall off from the rotator team, somebody from the billionaire cannot replace you. Hear me very well. If you fall off from the rotator team, the next immediate person in the billionaire, for instance, look at the billionaire, okay? Now, the number one person is this. And this person is from New Zealand, right? Yes. Now, New Zealand, this person cannot come and enter into this rotator team if someone from the rotator team falls out. It doesn't work like that in our distribution phase, at least for now. If in the event of time the administration decides to modify, okay, but for now, the core team, backup team, rotator team are entitled to get a match by the January 12th, February 12th. This gets on January 12th, this gets on February 12th, this gets on June 12th. Now, by June 12th, these ones get double, but this gets the first match by June 12th, and by December 12th, this gets quadruple. That is 3 times double of what they had by June 12th, and same thing applies to this. But then by December 12th, this one has a double. So this is the rule that applies to these ones this year. These ones will play out next year. It's all in the blog. But there is a particular impression that so many people are having, or may want to have over time, that if someone falls up from the rotator team, then someone from the billionaire will replace the person. No, it won't work. It's actually going to be such that if the number of people on the core team, backup team, and rotator team reduces in size, it's going to be such that the people on the team that remain will be able to cash out more. It's a bit of mathematics. For instance, there are about 52,000, okay? If 52,000 people are withdrawing $1.19, and then between the month of January to the month of June, like 5,000 people fall off. I'm giving an instance, okay? Now, it shouldn't get to 5,000, but if people become careless, then it could get to those numbers. The truth has to be said. But the truth also is that billionaires are also filling out, and they're filling out quite fast. Let's look at the billionaires. So far, so good. As at now, they are at 301. Okay? And the beautiful thing is that if one person falls up from either of these teams, for every one person that falls up, 3 people come into this team. So for every one person that falls off here, three people come in from here. So it actually offsets it. And it actually makes room for these people to cash out more, depending on when they start cashing out. This one cashes out first, this one cashes out second, then this one cashes out third. So if you guys choose to fall off from here, then these guys that replace will only help for these guys to be able to cash out more. It's a basic mathematics. So based on the total revenue coming in, it will be divided, 25% of it will be divided to this team, and then at some point it will also be available for this team, and at some point it will be also be available for this team, 25% of it. So as more billionaires are coming in, it actually gives more room for these guys to cash out more, especially if these people that choose to become funny at some point fall off. So if it reduces in numbers, then it means that these three guys will be able to cash out more by the day. So it's actually something you should take note of. Don't fall off. If you fall off, then you are giving room for these guys to be able to cash out more. I do not know the future plans the administration has, but I'm tempted to think that the administration will want to keep this circle that way. I do not know the plans of the administration in the future, but I am tempted to think that the administration wants to see how serious the core team, backup team, and rotator teams will be. Remember that these are going to be the administrative cadres. They will take over the position of the administration when we get to our economy phase. So I'm tempted to think that the administration wants to see the serious ones, the ones who are ready to pay the price from now to when we get to our economy phase. And I can also say that when we consider what will go on this year, which is introduction to a gold-backed system, which will be private under the jurisdiction of the Kringle Private Society. I do not know if it will continue as Kringle Private Society or the name will change after we rebrand. Please come for the meeting on Monday to get more feedback from the administration. Okay. Now, as soon as we have rebranded, and then we are now answering whatever the name is, then these particular people have actually have gone out of sync. I hope I remember what I'm about to say. But the point I'm actually driving at is that these guys are going to be the administrative cadres of the community. And as administrative cadres, the administration wants to see how serious and committed these guys are. And if they are serious and they are committed, then they are supposed to handle the treasury of the TBC community. Now, as we are moving into a gold-backed system, the gold-backed system will be something that the world will embrace because it won't be so far from now. We'll move into our merchant phase, okay? And that merchant phase is going to be introduction to our economy 1.0. Now, there'll be other versions, there'll be other upgrades. There'll be 1.1, 1.2, till we get to 1.9, and then we get 2.0. So all these things are going to be the rates at which the world will accept our gold-backed system as a medium of exchange. Remember also, KLOVE will always be our medium of payment. There would never be a time that you are going to hear that we're using GGR to pay our subscription fee. Why? Simple. Because KLOVE will enter into the market very soon. Whether we are entering into the market as a token of Binance or we are going to have our own coin is up to the administration to decide. But we are going to enter the market anyway. When we enter the market, it is not our intent to be among the numbers in the market. We are going to dominate the market. Let this be clear. Read my lips. We are going to the market, and over the next few years, we want to dominate the market. We want to be such that when the whole coins are going down, KLOVE is up, and it remains up. That particular thing is what will cause the eyes of so many, especially coin speculators, to begin to look at our coin. That everybody's coin is down, ours is up. What's making it so? Remember that we are going to work with the principles called Wales Protocol. And that Wales Protocol is what will cause our coin to remain up. And as soon as that happens, it would create an attraction for the people to want to invest in KLOVE. You can never have as much coin in the outside. You can never have as much coin from the outside except you come inside. If you are inside and you take part in the distribution phase, the people outside are only going to have access to 10%. Remember, the administration said that 1 billion coins will be distributed to core team, backup team, rotator team, billionaires and millionaires. That's what is going to happen between this year and next year. And then we move into the full economy phase. So as that is happening, simultaneously, we're also building our merchant adoption phase. It's going to be beautiful. So stay tuned to see how it's going to be. So 1 billion will be distributed among the members within our private community, while 10% of 1 billion, which is about 1.100 million, roughly 100 million. So that's 111 million, 111,111. That's about 10%, or should I say 11% of 1 billion. And then that is going to be that, so that will be available to the market to be able to interact with, to do whatever they want to do with it. So it's impossible for someone in the outside market to have as many coins as those that are inside. Why do I say so? Simple. Because in the inside we have our private exchange, and in our private exchange there will be a number of activities going on there. There will be cash centers where you can give them cash and they pay your subscription fee. You can give them cash and they can also give you KLOVE so that you can use it to trade. So there will be a volume of activity, in fact, a massive volume of activities going on with KLOVE. And as long as you are using the exchange to interact, you can do with KLOVE, you can do with FarmWall, you can do with GGR, but GGR is going to be our focus. In fact, GGR is going to be the currency that we are going to rally around. KLOVE, FarmWall will rally around GGR. And that's what is going to give rise to our gold-backed economy. So the point I'm actually driving at is, as you interact with our exchange, you get coins. When the exchange was on, in a day, I make over 200 KLOVE. I'm not exaggerating. I'm saying the gospel truth. In a day, I'm not going to give you exactly how much, but I make over 200 KLOVE because I had large trade volume. And when we resume and the exchange comes back on, you can expect that I make much more. But then if I'm outside, I can never make as much as that. It's impossible, because the system that has been set up outside, it's parasitic. It continues to prey on you. Anything you have, there is transaction fee, there is slippage charges, there is swap fee, there is this fee and that fee. The market always wins outside. But in the inside, there are no transaction fees. Provided you've paid your subscription fee, you can enjoy the exchange and keep enjoying it and keep enjoying it and make as much money as possible. The only thing that I am not sure of yet is your withdrawal. I do not know how much you can withdraw from the exchange. I do not know if there will be a withdrawal at all from the exchange. Now, I am having the understanding and I'm thinking that you can be able to cash out through becoming a cash center. You can cash out through becoming a cash center. Now, more clarifications will be made by the administration in our meetings, because people will ask such questions. Now, what do I mean by cashing out through a cash center? A cash center goes for trading. Okay, a cash center is also a member in the community that enjoys trading, and after trading, he makes a reasonable amount of returns, just like myself, like a whale. I have reasonable amount of returns. Okay, and then I can't cash out, but I become a cash center, and a cash center is like bureau de change. So I collect cash, physical cash from people, and then I give them KLOVE in their exchange wallets, or I collect cash from people and then I pay their subscription fee for them. That's how I get the cash. And the coins will remain inside the exchange and continue to, like an electric current, flow among the existing members of the community. And as more demand rises in the existing coins, it naturally creates the price or causes the price to go up. This is the ideal plan that I am thinking. Okay, I am not saying that that's what the administration will do. I am saying that's what I am thinking. However, if it is what the administration will do, then it's not out of the ordinary, because having understanding about this system, I have predicted this system again and again and again, and I have understood how it works. And there are also times that I get feedback from the administration. So when I make my feedback, it's actually from the administration giving feedback to me, either in mass adoption meetings or what have you, or I have studied the system, understood how it's going to play out, and then it plays out that way. Now, before the administration talked about $1.19, I had done the mathematics already, and I had seen what was going to play out. But I did not want to come out to make it plain so that people don't get offended. So while I was reading the blog, I only smiled because I understood that you can't eat your cake and have it. That was exactly what I saw. Now, there is at least an evidence for people to see that you can withdraw something. And hopefully, that evidence will be a ground upon which a number of people can come into the community and then do business with the community and then trade in the community and do a lot in the community, you know. So I hope this information I've made or this information I've given makes sense. Now, the last thing I'll talk about is that there is a very good spread of people in the billionaire level. When you look here, you find out that the likes of New Zealand, they are beginning to come in. Mexico, they are beginning to come in. Tanzania, United Republic, are coming in. It's actually a nice spread because there are 1 million billionaires that will be coming in. You see them from different countries. And we do not know the condition that the administration will give to remain in the billionaire level. I do not know what the condition will be, but I know that it's going to be similar to that the core team will have, but it will be kind of lighter. Why do I say it will be lighter? Because the treasury of the community are going to be the administrative cadre, core team, backup team, rotator team. And then the billionaire level will have between maybe 1 TBC to possibly 100 TBC. It will be difficult for TBC members in the community who are billionaires to have much. They won't have that much. The reason is because of timing, and possibly they got to know about the community at this point. But then they will have a reasonable amount, and the usability will also be there because merchants will be accepting accepting GGR as a medium of exchange. So it's going to be very, very exciting. So if you are fortunate to have been in the core team, backup team, and rotator team, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. If you miss out on this opportunity, all you do is continue to bite your fingers again and again and again, possibly for the rest of your life. Do not say you were not told. I'm giving this feedback. All right. The last thing I also want to talk about is our KLOVE price. I'm not happy with the fact that KLOVE price has really been going down. I do not know if there is a glitch in the system. I do not know what the challenge is. But based on my understanding of the system over the past months that it has been, KLOVE has not been acting up like this. And in fact, I have no idea. But I'm not comfortable. I'm not happy with the fact that we were thinking that the KLOVE price would get to $100, but it is at $31. Well, I know that it would exceed $100 within a very short while. I know that. But then this particular drop is my concern. I don't know what is going on. But I hope and I believe that it's actually going to work out well. The administration will throw more light on this by Monday next week. So I want to stop here. These are the updates that are on ground. Please remember to like, remember to share, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel. On this note, I'll be bringing this meeting to a close. So there are just a few people that gave feedback, and I'm going to share it here also. The first person is you're doing very well educating us. Yeah, thank you very much, brother Dernes. I do appreciate. And then continue the good work, which is Madam Akiron Labu. This is a mommy to me. She's everywhere. She's never at one place. You know. So if there is anyone that has a question to ask within the next 30 seconds, please do well to ask your questions. If you do not have any question to ask, then I think I'll be bringing this meeting to a close. So let's see. Yes, I said I was going to talk about, I'm going to be very quick. I'm going to be very quick. I said I was going to talk about KLOVE website. I'm sorry, I didn't talk about it. I'm going to be very quick. Now, this is it. I'll just read this. Now, the pictures below are people that received a couple weeks worth of food from the Kringle Society, Goodwill, at various times and locations. Their situations are beyond our imagination. As you can see from the images, some suffered from chronic health conditions like persons with paraplegia, also people with cognitive disabilities, and people with intellectual disabilities such as people with Down syndrome, sorry. Now, they strongly believe that no particular group of humans should lack the minimum, which is food, not to mention that of medical attention. Some of the mothers, after receiving the food, shed tears of joy, and some even prayed like they speak a language they did not really understand. That's speaking in tongues. Now, they would say they prayed in tongues to thank the team providing the goodwill. The goodwill ambassadors are going to make sure that several of these things will play out this particular year. And I happen to be one of the goodwill ambassadors in Nigeria. So I expect more of this from Nigeria and other African countries. The KLOVE coin will raise additional funds to support the Kringle Society Goodwill Project all over the world. I don't know. I don't know why people do not understand the concept behind this statement. Remember that I said that everything the administration is doing is based on the basic instructions before leaving Earth, which is the Bible. And the reason why he will succeed is because the Bible is the word of God, and it has been proven again and again, and it doesn't fail. So even if the administration is human and he makes mistakes, the foundation upon which he's building does not make mistakes. So some of you who think that TBC at some point will wobble and fall, you are wrong, because the condition, the foundation upon which it is standing doesn't fail. So I don't know if you like my statement, but I don't really care if you don't like my statement, but I have to tell you the truth. And that's the truth. Now let's finally round off. This is the about section. Now, I'm not going to read all these details. It's not necessary. You can read it up on your own. But there was something that piqued my attention. This is what I piqued my attention. This. Kismet means destiny. May the destiny we form within this public-private partnership lead to world peace and happiness for all. So in the future, I see a world where there is no wars. There won't be stealing, there won't be killings, there won't be kidnapping. The TBC community will bring about world peace. Those of us who have understanding will know what I'm just saying. The TBC community will bring world peace. And I want us to beware. If you are not part of those that are helping to bring world peace, then I don't know where you are. Well, decide. I hope you make the right choice. All right, I've stopped here. So thank you very much. I'll now stop sharing my screen. Now, this is my friend, my very good friend, and he's saying well done. I do appreciate. Thank you very much. A pleasure. So till I come your way again some other time. Cheers and God bless you. Remember, please, share, subscribe. It's social proof. That's the much I can offer, at least for now. Cheers. Till I come your way again. Most likely, I don't know. It depends. As information unfolds, I give the community updates. God bless you. Till I see you again next time. Bye for now.